So these guys are suddenly fixed on the bumblebee. They say, wow, what a flight pattern. We have to understand this. So they go to the bee and say, ma'am, can we get some time of yours? She said, why? We need to understand your flight pattern. We need to study it. She says, sorry, I don't have the time. You know, the shops are just open. The flowers are all there. I have to go and get the honey. I have to do the shopping. My kids are back home. My husband will be waiting. So, sorry, I can't do it. Man, please, please, please. You know, we are aerospace scientists. We've all been educated in IIT and, you know, Massachusetts, etc. And we really need to know this. So she says, well, the big guys, maybe I should give them some time. So she says, okay. Okay, but, you know, please do it soon. So immediately the scales, the rulers, the protractors, all this come out along with the laptops and goes to the satellite, comes out into the printers. They look at the printout. There's a lot of discussion, you know how intellectuals research, a lot of people do charcha, you know. All that is happening and, you know, 1 hour goes, 2 hours goes. Then she says, look, enough, now I have got to go. Woman, don't you understand? This is of national importance. How can you do something like this? You don't understand these things. Shut up. We have to do the study, you know. So she's like cowed down. She says, oh God, these guys are serious fellows, you know. Okay, little bit more time. And again, you know, they're going on. It goes on. It's evening. Then finally she puts her foot down and she says, enough is enough. Look, I got to go. Anyway, the shops are closed. Today we'll have to go hungry. My children will be crying. My husband will be in a tiz. You know, I'm going to go. So they say, yeah, okay, you can go. Anyway, you wasted our whole day. We've not learned anything. She says, what? Whole day you made me to sit here and, you know, I didn't even do my shopping and all that kind of stuff. And you said, tell me what you learned. You won't understand, woman. This is beyond you. She said, no, I've got right to information. Now I'm going to ask for the details unless and until you give it to me, I'm going to demand it. So they said, okay, if you want to, you won't understand, but the fact is, you can't fly. She says, what? I mean, something's wrong with you guys. I can fly, my parents can fly, my children fly. We've always been flying. What do you mean we can't fly? See, we told you can't understand. See all these equations and subtractions and multiplications. You can't understand this. All these logarithms, you know, it's way beyond your understanding. The fact is, your wings are too thin, your stomach is too big, your mouth is too long, your legs are too spindly. You can't fly. She says, you guys are mad. They said, yeah, go ahead, fly. So she tries to fly, and she can't. That's the story. And that's what has happened to our people. That's what the British did to us. That's what most of the colonizers did to the colonies. And that's what people like us have done to them. We have made them believe that they don't know. We have taken their wisdom and thrown it into the wastebaskets and convinced them that they don't know. Convinced them that they don't have the capability of running their own lives. And now it's many years into this. Now I think our job is really to pull them back out of that. Give them back that confidence. Bring out that stuff from the dustbins and re-look at those things. I'm not saying that we don't know. I'm not saying that modern India is all stupid. I'm not saying that all of you who are so educated are so stupid. I'm not saying that I am stupid. But the people are also not stupid. And the years of learning that is there in a whole civilization is also not all worthless. So why can't we take that and take the wisdom of the new and put it together and try to build something solid, something sustainable, something that will last. Not the kind of construction you see in the cities, even in Bombay and other places. 50 years later, they start cracking up, falling down. There's no future in that. We need to build more stable, more sustainable societies, more things that can run on their own, that don't need to be constantly subsidized by the government, by the World Bank, by the IMF, by all these kind of things. That's the new type of work we need to do. And it's a big challenge because we are challenging ourselves, we are challenging our own understandings of what is development and what is this development. This whole charcha has to happen. You know, it's not happening. We're just taking for granted. And these hundreds of research papers that come out, I don't know how much of those research papers are really well researched. You know? They just come out and we take that as God's own truth. Why? Because you'll see, new research has shown that who actually goes and looks at what is that research really done, or what is the random studies that people have put together, and on what basis have they come up with theories that just overnight say groundnut oil is not good for health. Overnight say that you should not have salt because it's bad for your heart. Crap. But we follow those research.
Can I interrupt you?